Big pen.
All right, we're back with
Yeah, that's
hour
scary.
3 and 4 of Spears of the Dawn. We've been killing it here tonight, guys. Just like we're about to kill Ubuntu. Am I right?
Yeah, he doesn't see me, right?
So
Like I
remember,
was
he's
said.
inside a
Yeah.
lit building, and he'd be looking
Yeah.
out into the darkness outside.
Yep.
So yeah, he's basically night blind right now.
Um okay, then I stick with the plan. I go to the first set of trees to the east of town.
All right, you're going to the little scrub brush out there. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just chilling at what looks like a nice meeting spot to have a chat. A
Okay.
little chat.
Well, I mean, does he go by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
The rest of you are supposed to convince Ubuntu to join you, right?
Someone's got to do it. I called
Yeah.
not it when we were in the
No,
safe.
no, you're totally right. I just want to. Nobody has hauled off and run anybody through in the 10 seconds that we've seen him touching Hope's head, right? So
No.
that point of time,
not-
I'll walk over and say,
I'm trying.
Ubuntu! Thank you so much for waiting. Everybody
Ubuntu
told-
holds his hand up and continues to sing the lullaby about the lions.
Does this sound familiar?
Yeah, you might have heard it in Lion King do.
But I've also heard it with a sort of magical undertone that's trying to convince
No,
you.
no, he's not
corn?
using griot speak or anything. He's literally just singing a lullaby.
Yeah, children of the corn.
He's just
So,
using normal brainwashing techniques.
normal brain.
Standard issue.
Oh, gosh. I just go right up into the group and I pick up my niece. Does she come? I don't know. Does she know me well enough to come to?
So when
Well,
you
she
when
should.
you
You
begin
better
trying
run.
to pick her up, Ubuntu holds a hand out and says, "No, no, Hope. It's time to go to sleep. Your parents are probably worried that you're up so late. Here, let me tuck you in, young lady."
I walk up behind Abelia. Oh no, Mbutu, that's quite fine. I am here to take my own daughter. Thank you.
No, Empress,
I will make
I'm
sure
sure
that
you
the-
have many things to do right now.
I will make sure that the children are tucked in safely.
Queen.
No. I
Did
do
you
believe,
know
though, Karim
when
has some
Goffu was
issues
a
that we
little
need to
boy?
discuss with you, as I will join you later. Something about it's about time that we decide your place within the city.
Oh, of course. I can't wait for Karim to come back to the barracks and begin announcing it. And so he starts raising his voice up and says, "Did you hear? Karim is going to make me Oba." And everyone starts clapping and it seems like there's actually a general feeling of like, yeah, good. And someone says, "It's about time. You've been
Gotta
doing
make
a
us-
lot of good work around here, and where's Karim been? Bleeding in a corner, killing our own people?
His life is gonna be Oba.
We need
There
someone
are-
with a strong mental capacity, strong will in order to lead the men."
There are adults around then, and
Yeah.
not just children.
Yeah.
Okay.
There,
that's fine.
so the barracks is quite large, as we've already seen. There's children in the immediate vicinity, but he's like purposely raising his voice to bounce it off all the walls so people in the other rooms can hear him.
You should be, rightly so. Sure, you should be quite proud of what is possibly a very amazing achievement here. Never happened, as you can tell, in the Silent Lands before. And now that we've transformed this place, it may be time for us to continue to grow and structure ourselves as a proper society. But we still need to talk about it first.
Abelia, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Karim out taking care of some issues that needed to be addressed?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, Ubuntu, you are to join him to make sure that
Oh
these
no,
issues
I'm
are
very
addressed.
busy here. Someone has to look after the children. Make
I
sure
will
that
look
they...
are the children.
No, my
I've
queen,
already
I'm sure you are
established
very
that.
busy. You told me earlier, remember?
Yes, I was busy then. I have taken
As
care
I
of
said,
my
I would deal
things.
with the people, and I am doing that, as a good Oba should. Don't worry,
Well-
in time you will learn your place.
If
Ubuntu.
it is power and obaship or whatever that you wish, you need to do this You need to go and talk to him so that we can establish what rules and what seat of power you shall have. Unfortunately, Karim cannot join you because he is in the middle of taking care of his set establishments that he has to take care
I
of.
can wait for him. I'm sure it will be fine.
Abelia, if you will,
Ubuntu.
please escort good Ubuntu to Karim, for he does need to see him now. Karim, please go and meet Karim.
So Ubuntu looks around and is like, this is very serious.
It is
Yes,
very
Ubuntu.
serious.
Am I about to join the secret society of nobles around here?
Perhaps you
The
are.
four of you are always hiding in your corners talking to each other. Very
Oh.
well. I will go out into the dark night alone into the woods to speak with Karim and
You-
You're
perform
not
the
going
secret rites.
alone. Ubuntu, it's not as dramatic as all that. You're not going alone. We're all going to have a conversation, but we want to talk with you about this very massive responsibility. And this is a very big honor, but this is just for your ears. It isn't for anybody else's ears here.
Like I said, secret society. And so,
I'm-
he repeats it very loudly. Like, did you hear? I'm finally in. And everyone's like, yeah, he's in. And someone's like, it's about time. That secret
Excellent.
society thing's been getting... You know, they talk about transparency, but then they make all their decisions behind closed doors.
Why don't we talk about transparency?
I'm leading the way. If Ubuntu is following and Themba is with us, we are going to where Karim has gone.
I thought your original proposal for government was a transparent governance where the spears ruled themselves in a spirocracy of votes.
Yeah, then we had 2 whole weeks to think about that before we played again, Arthur.
Yeah.
You said you were going to be a symbolic king and queen after that.
Yeah, and then you let me crown myself king.
Yeah, a symbolic king. Now it sounds like you're a little bit more than symbolic.
Well, it was good
And
until we
Goffu
started getting
sacrificed his
attacked by
life for
Eternals,
the
and then we
king.
needed to have
let's
power.
be clear here. Ubuntu and all of your people feel that you're a symbolic king and
Yeah.
that the spirocracy rules. Your
Oh,
own
maybe,
opinion might be quite
Arthur's never going to give me
different.
power again, guys.
Perhaps when we
You have plenty of
transfer
power. You have the
to
ability to make
Ubuntu,
warriors listen to you.
I do, actually. That's a good skill.
It is a good skill. It's one of the best skills I've ever seen.
Perhaps when we transfer power to Ubuntu.
Same here. I was like, damn.
So as this conversation is going on, Ubuntu is going out. Is it Abelia and Themba and Karim that's going to be there?
Well,
Correct.
Abelia's going to be following with him, right?
Right. Where's
Yes.
Themba during all this?
Themba went with Karim?
Emma's just
Okay.
Emma's like keeping quiet, like with this group, like walking off with them.
Which did you
Okay,
go
so
with
it's the
Karim or
three of-
you with Ubuntu and Abelia?
I went with Kareem just in case, because I kind of need to keep the idiot alive. In my
Yeah.
head, he's an idiot.
I mean, I was hoping.
Then you're already out there
Yep, no.
waiting.
Yes. Yeah.
You see, like, you cut to there, it's like, you know she's too good for you, right?
Of course, I know this. I know her better than you do. I'm the luckiest
Thanks.
man
As
in
we're
all the
walking,
5 kingdoms.
Just keep that in mind. If you hurt her, I'm going to do horrible things to you.
Yeah, not even like a look of concern crosses my face. I look perfectly at peace and like not worried at all when you're like,
Of course. We'll hit it until you're on your drugs again.
I assure you it is not a habit of mine.
That's what they all say. A habit. It was one time. I'm slipping.
I just like open my mouth like 3 or 4 times and then decide not to talk. They will be here soon. I think you may not like it. We may have to take drastic measures.
Oh,
I'm
kill
thinking-
somebody for the greater good? That's what my people do. With
Well, I'm
peasants.
thinking more like remove his tongue and hands and bring him back disabled and unable to talk to prove that he is an
How
eternal.
do you think we get
in
the
front of everyone.
slaves to volunteer for blood magic? We have to take out their tongues or they start screaming. I have a family. Their
oh snap!
They're saying
family's
not
gonna
officially.
die.
Themba's
He
getting
said their
dark.
family's gonna die if we don't stop the night people from coming. Of course, They only think about themselves.
You're very pragmatic. I like this.
Hmm. And it's like they walk up.
Yeah, and then what? It's a Go-Go and Abelia, yeah,
Ubuntu.
or Abelia Voodoo. So yeah, I like we're like sitting down on the ground, so I like kind of just tap the ground for him to sit.
Okay. He does not sit down as he approaches. He just remains standing and spreads his arms out before him and says, My king, I am so proud to become your Oba. You know, ever since I was an Oba back in Niala, I felt that I must once again recover my title and do something worthy of the people and my skills.
I think there is something special about you. And you're a very interesting person. If you would like to
Roll.
be accepted as Oba, you will need to make a solemn promise that you will not divide the population. As small as it is, for survival, we must be united.
I
I'm not
agree.
saying-
I will not divide the population. I must tell you, my king, they are already firmly set against you quite well. I will do what I can to bring them back to your side.
The warriors, they are proud of me. And I
The
know
warriors
you...
are mostly dead.
Are all the warriors dead?
No, but there are a significant contingent of scouts died during the
Right, all the
Ragalugo.
scouts are dead.
Yep.
Uh,
And you came back alone.
Yeah.
so I'm like, very well, if we have this accord, and I like stick out my hand to shake his hand.
Yeah, he reaches his hand out to shake yours as well.
I chop his fucking hand off.
Okay, I would need a couple checks here before we do this. I know
my
that there's a
gosh.
persuade. Is there some form of deception roll? No, I think you're going to need to make a persuade roll to get him to believe.
Oh, okay. I don't think.
And you're going to be making
Right.
it at a -1.
Yeah, I'll probably already have that one covered for you. What am I doing? Oh, it's charisma though, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
And he's not a warrior, so you don't get to apply your warrior basedness to him, even though he's a spear.
Somebody's gonna have to stop him. From
so wait, I'm not using leadership.
You can't use.
not.
No, you're not using
This
leadership
would be-
because you're lying to him. You're
Okay.
like, yeah, you're doing a good job. I want to make you my Oba. Let's be best friends.
So
That's
Put her
not
there,
leadership.
pal.
That's
Put her there.
what's the skill? I don't think I have it.
persuade.
No, I don't have it. So
Alright.
that's a -1, -2.
You're not gonna be able to get it.
Yeah. The odds will be ever in your favor.
No.
Okay. So as your sword is coming down, he moves his hand back out of the way and smiles and says, "If you try to kill me, Abelia will die. Consider that before you take another action, my king."
You
I
see
say-
me draw my sword as soon as you said Abelia will die. It's like,
Is there disabling blows, or do I just stab him?
I don't think there is disabling blow. I think you can choose at the last minute to make it disabling. So, yeah, he continues to step back and begins taunting you. He says, "I don't even have to kill her myself. Your own people will do it."
Like, I don't think Abelia is going to be dead for a very long time.
Oh,
and
yes,
then I'll-
I know.
Yeah.
He's an eternal.
Yes.
I just don't like the taste of children. Ubuntu.
I've left instructions back in my cot. If I don't return at some point, someone's going to go through my things, and eventually they're going to find where I wrote down all of the things Abelia's been doing.
You want me to go now, Karim, while you take care of this?
Yes,
I can
please.
wrap
Thank
that
you.
up.
And then I
So
attack
he
him
starts
without
laughing
giving him
and
a
it's just
chance
like-
to do anything.
Really?
You see, I've
You
been
want to
waiting
do
all
this?
day. I've been waiting all day for this.
Oh, crocodile.
Yeah, he gets down on his knees and like spreads his neck out and says, "You may as well be putting Abelia's next to mine."
Yeah, I don't want to chop. If I can possibly cut out his tongue and chop off his hands, I will attempt to
Yeah,
do
he's
that without
making
killing him.
absolutely no attempt to resist you here.
Okay, I will attempt to do that like without him being able to like chop his own head off or do any tricky
Yeah,
stuff.
he doesn't resist
Oh,
it.
yeah. Actually, I use the other. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just dice him up. Then.
Yeah. I mean, he's screaming in agony, and you don't need a tongue in order to stop that.
No, but he can't speak.
That's okay. Naomi, back in the village, you hear some screaming, and the man that was like, "Yeah, of course." Anytime, I want to say Kuise, but that's not right. Anytime Ubuntu said something, he begins moving over to Ubuntu's cot and goes through his things, and starts speaking very loudly and saying, "Is that Ubuntu? Why is he out there screaming? Is Karim doing something to him?"
No, but I've heard that we have had eternal. What if we're being attacked?
And that's when this man turns and nods toward Chashok, and she says, "Oh, don't worry. All we need to do is gather everyone here. I have magic to determine if someone is an eternal or not. We'll just gather up all the villagers. We'll wait for Karim to get back. No, I should start now."
I think you should wait because they're probably out there. We all need to go into hiding. The last time that we didn't hide, we lost a
She
lot of
nods
people.
and says, "Of course. We should get everyone down in the vault together. That way they'll be all nice and packed closely, and I'll be able to determine who's an eternal, who's not. Should be very easy."
All right.
How long does it take us to do the deed?
And I think in the background we see the dude reading the note that was left, and he like is staring at the back of Naomi's head and smiling.
Do I sense like him smiling?
No, you don't. You don't sense the evil
Or sense like
intent.
somebody staring at me?
That's
No.
easily sensible.
No.
IRL.
Okay. I don't sense a creeper staring at me. Cool beans.
Nope.
Creeper.
All right.
This
You
is
have
an
that-
anime. You can't sense someone's killing
can't
intent
sit-
upon you.
Yeah, no, not an anime. You just see like, oh my god, this guy's going berserk.
All right.
So, what happens when Abelia, Karim, and Goffu? I'm sorry, not Goffu. Themba bring back
You see,
Ubuntu,
Thelma's like,
and the town is empty.
Well, Abelia went ahead, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Abelia, you come back and the town is completely empty.
I am going to stay. I'm going to be the last one. I'm going to
Okay,
stay
no.
at the
When
top.
you do that, Tashok is like, no, my queen, you must come down with me. We should
No.
keep everyone together. We'll
You-
find the Eternal.
You will go down with them and make sure everything is okay. I need to go out and make sure that my king is safe. I already have come close to losing him twice. I refuse to let it happen again. Please go down there and watch these people. I will be back. If you hear any more screams, I want you to lock this door and make sure that nobody, and I mean nobody, is allowed in. Do you understand?
I believe we should leave one of these young men in charge. I'm a very powerful magic caster.
You shall stay
Marabou.
at the door because
No,
you
I
are
should come
powerful.
with you, my lady. Of course I can't let a queen go out into the middle of the night.
I am more than capable enough to take care of myself.
I'm
shall
not
stay
doubting
here.
that.
I am going. Please stay here.
She
Please.
immediately follows you.
You are useless. So as I'm walking out, I run into Abelia. Correct?
oh no, I already know who she is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should yeah.
So
works for
when you get to Abelia, Tashok is like, please hold still for a minute, Abelia. I'm just going to check real quick. And
She is exactly what you think that she is. You do not need to do this
Well,
magic on her.
I suppose I should wait until we're all gathered together.
Well,
What is happening?
I need you to
Where
come
are the
with
people?
me right now. We need to go and see what is happening with Karim. And I take her with me over to Karim
And the screams have probably stopped
and
by
the
now.
screams of dude face.
Sure.
Uh,
Tashok is like looking in horror at what you've done, Karim.
Tashak,
Uh,
I need
I-
you now to perform your spell on this man. And I point towards Ubuntu.
I kick him in the back of the knee and like drop him to his knees, with like blood pouring out of his mouth and off of his stomach. Or wait, does he have no blood? And also, does he feel pain?
He does feel pain, and he is bled out all
No,
his blood.
there's no blood coming out.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so-
blood came out at first, but now there's no more blood.
It was blood that he of other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just walking along with no arms or no hands and no blood coming out, and he's clearly alive. So yeah, I kind of kick him down to the ground, and I'm like, "Where is everyone?"
They are hiding for now.
Oh.
I need
is this?
you and your skills, Tashak. Do it now. Cast that spell on this man, and you shall see
You know they're
the
probably
truth.
I want to point out you literally asked for this. Okay. She casts a spell, and a wave of energy comes out of her in every direction, and both Ibelia
You know
and
that's not a
Ubuntu begin
person.
glowing.
That is correct. Tashak,
So wait, how far away from the building?
we're really far away from the building.
Quite a distance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tashak,
Tashak
there is-
immediately begins to pale and draws a dagger and is like, "Stay back!
Stop.
She's an eternal."
Yes, I need to persuade her.
Okay. This is going to be
Persuade-
difficulty 10.
I have a 2.
Let's do it. You have persuade plus
Oh, it has
charisma
to be
here.
such a good roll. Oh yeah, don't do persuade and charisma. You have charisma, right?
So it's a 2d6 plus my charisma plus the 2 for the persuade, right?
Yep.
6.
All right.
Just barely.
She holds up her weapon and begins chanting
Please.
a prayer toward the spirit of war, asking it to imbue her dagger with a thirst for the bloodless.
Oh.
Please hear me out before you decide to attack an ally.
I have
For
a
that is what
question.
she is.
Abelia, what's your response to this?
I'm allowing Naomi to take control of the situation and Karim the way that they needed to handle it, and I am just I'm trying to, of course, slowly back up and be not
Yeah,
very-
Tashak immediately
I-
sprints towards you with her daggers. It's not like she's very skilled. She's literally just running with the dagger held out in front of you, trying to run towards you. What do you do, Abelia?
Is there? Oh, gosh, I don't think there's like a protect move, is there?
Nope.
This isn't Dungeon World.
We had that question last week too.
I should. I was thinking in my head, we could just run around in circles to shop.
Best I can do is drag her 30 feet on my turn.
I
Hold back.
will. It's gonna be buddy music, and then moving out of the way again.
You're singing?
Can't you stop her? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
That's
she's gonna
buddy
cast
music.
buddy music. Yeah.
That's
So
it. Yeah.
which griot song are you singing?
Compelling the heart of a friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Buddy
Got a
music.
friend in me. Da, 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 da.
I would bet $100 that Henley would end up with that skill if he played this system.
She passes.
Ooh.
I
What is your
move.
AC and your dexterity?
But if she makes a double move and I move back and she can
She's
still
not.
get
I mean,
me,
she's not double moving. She's just gonna chase you until she slams into you, which is gonna happen. This isn't
And
like a tactical where she keeps double moving forward and you double move
Okay.
back.
That's fine. Then I can
She's
keep
gonna
trying to
hit you.
cast the spell too, right?
Right.
Okay, I'll try it again. I have 12 spell points.
Okay. He passes again. And
Stop this nonsense.
what is your armor class?
I'm
short.
keeping up with them, their movement.
Okay. You're running after them as
Mhm.
she's chasing Abelia.
Yeah, I start running after.
Okay. I'm sorry, Abelia, I
See
didn't catch your armor
Dimba
class.
smiling really big.
1 second, I'm going right up to, because it's in my Griot section. I was just in my spell section. And I'm just looking at the documentation that we have. Almost there, almost there. Hang on. For, no, that's not it. For Griot. No, that's not it. Page 21. Page 21.
So your AC is 7 unless you have any armor or if
Yeah,
you have.
and I'm wearing leather armor.
Okay, what does that reduce it to?
I think leather gives me a minus
Oh wait,
1.
hold on.
Wait,
It's
now I have to go to a different page.
She's definitely gonna hit.
6. It's 6.
Yep, she's gonna hit. You're gonna take 1 damage as she like stumbles into you and cuts you on the cheek. And the sweet, sweet, precious blood that you drank earlier from the crystal goblet begins leaking out. And she begins screaming hysterically, carrying across the open plain. Abelia is the traitor! It is her!
Time.
And
not
it's so
trying-
strange to see from Tashak, who in every encounter you've had so far has been a completely focused scholar, is just attempting to outright murder Abelia. And
Why?
going hysterical.
Yeah, so I have to
She's-
try to save her. I don't want to kill this person, but my sword is also like a fire sword. So
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to maim
So-
and kill Tashak. That you can see if she has any reason about her, and if that's not what is happening, then I will just cast spells on myself.
yeah, and when I can get in range, I'll make an attack. Just let me know the.
Oh yeah, no. Her AC is 8.
You see me like, oh no, stop attacking that poor innocent girl.
+5, +8, +1.
Oh my
from
god.
sword.
Stemba literally like, oh no,
Oh, no.
guys. Oh no. If
Isn't
only
that-
Abelia were dead.
That's very Paul Rubens in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, so I like finally catch up and I like rake my sword across her back. Oh, whoops. Let's do that in the other
Delicious slashy.
slash, then the R.
Yeah, you hit.
I'm so good at this freaking game. At least only when I need to hit someone, and that's only on the first swing.
Yeah.
1d6. Right, and then I can't remember what my dang searing. Oh, and another 1d6. Great. Dex mod? Arthur?
No, strength.
Oh, okay, nothing.
The sword.
But yeah, there we go. 6.
Yeah, you knock her unconscious.
How are we going to explain this?
I mean,
oh,
she's
better
still. Let's be
yet.
clear here. She's still bleeding out.
Okay, I will try
I
to
heal her.
Okay, yeah. I'm like trying to like find like a bandage on me somewhere, and she runs up.
I run up and heal her.
Okay.
3.
Yeah. She
She
is
bounced up
at,
again.
she is, let's say, stable at 0. So she's
Okay.
unconscious still, but not dying.
But I'm gonna wrap her wounds and stuff like that too. Is there any way to imbue like a sense of like a calmness or something that you want them to do, subversiveness while they're down like that?
Oh, I see. You want to alter their state of mind to more correctly fit your view.
Correct.
Okay,
I
just
do.
seeing how sadistic and sinister this particular political agency is.
This is about to get really bad. That's how bad it is.
Really?
I have.
You're
It's
slaughtering an innocent who's
about.
simply attempting to protect society in a midnight ritual where you
Whoa,
rip
whoa,
a
whoa,
guy's
whoa,
tongue
whoa!
out.
Slaughtering? You said she was still alive.
For now.
No one
For now.
knows what type of Oba rituals we were performing.
Correct.
You have to sacrifice a lot to be an
So,
Oba.
as he's lying on the ground, Ubuntu is going,
Can you just
and
die
is using
already?
You see me?
his stubbed arm to draw something in the ground.
Don't let him. What is it? Can I see like the beginnings of what he's doing and
Yeah,
check to see what it is?
he's getting close to finishing the word innocent.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick him and scribble out innocent.
This is horrific.
You see me like kind of frowning in the background, like so close, so close. You okay over there, darling?
She's out. I don't know what to do with her though. She's obviously
I think he was
not
talking
going.
to Abelia.
Oh,
Well, I don't.
Billy is fine.
I have some really, really terrible news. I've put all these people down below. I mean, how do we explain this when we get back?
Well,
How do we
she's the
explain
difficult part.
her being out like this and him being chopped up? What happened?
He's an eternal.
She will
and
wake.
he
Well, there's
cast
a
a
chance they're
spell, and
probably
he
all
attacked
dead.
her, and we saved her, and
No,
beat him
she
up.
will. She will. When she awakes, she will announce to everyone what has happened. Perhaps
Unless
healing her
I
was
take
not the
care
best
of
idea.
this now. I need to take care of this. I need to somehow. Can I
Ruin her memory.
possibly put Kindle the Heart inside of her as she's out like this, so that I can will her to, you know, subject her memories to what I want them to be.
No,
Okay.
that's not even close to what that spell is designed to do.
Right. It incites passion in others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turn to Naomi and I'm like, "Is there a way that we can ruin her mind?"
I would.
Oh my gosh, how deep are you guys gonna go on this?
Fuck.
I would not. I don't know if I want to subject her to this.
This is some Game of Thrones shit. You
It
guys
got-
have fallen so far from the people who helped the wandering dude at the very beginning get some clothes.
That character's
Paye,
dead.
you
I'm
You
remember
did
Paye?
this, Arthur. You.
Did I? Did I?
You made me this monster.
we've got her, we've got him.
If he
you wanted
wakes,
to, why is he still alive? By the way, I thought you were supposed to chop his head off.
that's what I said. But if she if she lives, she thinks that he's not the traitor. That you are the traitor in Abelia.
Let's be clear here. It revealed both of you were eternal.
Yeah.
Sure.
But she only went after him.
Well,
Or she only went
That's
after Abelia.
because
She didn't go after
his
him.
tongue is cut out and he's lying on the ground with no hands.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a little.
It's fine.
Yeah.
She revealed Eternals. He went flooded bonkers and killed her. If you're gonna kill her, you gotta have a story. Hey, sweetie, you're a little bit hard pressed when you came out to see what the ritual was all about, and you know you got a bit of a bump on the head.
Abelia.
You can cast it
What?
again.
I could
We-
cast it again to make her my buddy. She has to be
No,
a little
she
bit
can cast.
sentient.
She can cast it at will to determine Eternals. It's a useful skill, but
It's not
Maybe-
at will. It's a second level
well,
fear spell.
she
Yeah.
could cast again, right? At
That's
some
why
point.
she didn't just cast it constantly. She was waiting until groups of people were together.
Yes, she will do it once again, and though it is an amazing skill, I fear that for now it is not one that we can allow to remain in the community.
But at the same time, what if Abelia left for a little while? And all that was left was him when she came to, and she cast it again. Then everybody would see, correct?
Or you could do the greater good and let Abelia have a dinner.
I'm not eating her. She's not on my eat list.
Chat, I can't remove her tongue and hands because she's not an eternal. She'll die.
She would die.
Yeah, she would die horribly.
Although Ebi could just eternal her up real quick, maybe.
That's not even close to how it
I'm not.
It
just-
requires
you
a
don't just,
very
like,
specific science
It's a
in a
sprinkle
language she
of
doesn't
Here's
speak.
what happens. to
11
make it
secret
simple.
herbs and.
She has no tongue and no hand. You take her back. What happened to EB, you don't know.
We were
Let her cast it again if she can. And bada bing, bada boom.
Wait, what are you doing?
Making a summer home for myself, Karim. I don't know. I didn't think that far yet. I don't know. Maybe I
I
have
just want
to
to
go back
toss this
to-
out there. Remember that you have a lot of frustration dealing with living human beings. They like annoy you. It's basically like talking to cows.
Yes.
How soon until you feel like you're going to be joining Team Eternal here for real?
Mm.
One of the cows say you should eat the other cow.
No, I mean, I just
Day.
had I've been fed delicious blood and eaten very recently. So I'm fine tonight.
Okay.
When would I completely convert to Team Eternal and start being like, let me put you out of misery, cows? You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm curious because
It's
I mean
only
they're
that's a
causing
very-
trouble. It's clear the only way to solve. Clear way to solve this would be to just kill her and eat her.
You see me walk over to her and like
You
Play
In
with
also.
fact,
blood.
I think you actually need to make
Wait,
a
hold on.
mental effect
Huh?
save. That's completely
Let's
within
first.
your
Let's first hear
condition.
Dom.
All right.
What are you doing,
Dom
Tampa?
like walks over to the girl that's dying, like take some of the blood between your fingers. You know you're hungry.
Take
What
a
are
-1.
doing,
Fuck, dude. That was
Simba?
brutal.
I've just come from being quite satiated with a noble Eternal. I'm very well within my faculties to contain myself right now.
Well, in the crocodile's head, they sacrifice people for the borders all the time. This is more of the greater good kind of thing.
Then
You're
you
actually
eat her,
helpful.
Simba. And you
I
kill her.
can't.
Oh,
I
sure
can't
you
eat her.
can. It just doesn't do anything for you like it would for me if I needed her right now, but I don't.
Can you make a mental effect save real quick, Abelia? I want to see just how much you do want to eat people.
But I don't want to eat people. I'm confused, Arthur. Am I
Perhaps.
being forced to do one? Because I've
Yeah.
just come back
Yeah,
from...
because of
remember, I
eternal
told
thing.
you as part of your eternal
Yeah.
nature, you would be made periodically to do mental effect save because you're literally driven to eat people. It's not even like it's like someone being like, "Yeah, I want ice cream right now."
Okay.
But I'm on a diet ice cream.
I want to go on record is I don't agree with that part of it.
I know.
Not how it was explained to me as Eternal is as long as I'm satiated and I've got control of my faculties, then I'm good. I will make the mental effect saving throw. Tell me.
I like that argument actually. No need. I'll take that argument.
Oh, lawyer. Good job.
Yeah, no.
I just came for literally guzzling
In the classic
blood.
four-man roleplay band, I just got joffed.
Right at this moment, I'm all full of just a few hours ago drinking and eating other people. I'm literally fine
No,
right
I'll
now.
accept that.
I'm not saying a few hours from now. I'm just saying at this moment. I think
You
it's
see me
a
flip the
realm of
blood
possibility.
on the. You see me flip the blood on the girl. Like, I guess you get to live today.
I don't know if she does.
We don't know what we have to deal with this. We cannot let this go. But we have to deal with the people too because they heard the screaming. I heard the screaming. Oh, Karim.
I don't know what to do.
We calm down first of all. We figure out what we're going to be doing with Ubuntu. What is your plan with him?
There is no worry about Ubuntu. Look at him. He's clearly alive, with no tongue, no blood, no hands, obviously an eternal. We need no proof other than this squirm. Stop writing in the dirt! And I kick him.
So the only rogue
What if we
element...
take him
So
back?
yeah, he literally is writing in Merowyn, I win again.
What if we take him back? We show him this and we tell them, he did attack us. That's what the screams were. The screams of his blood rage.
Yes, well, the giant sword wound in the back is not.
you've knocked her out, I'm pretty sure it won't take
Wait,
too much.
did the wound
convincing.
like actually heal,
What
or is it an obvious knife or a blade like across the back, Arthur? Right hitter.
I mean, it was like a cut on the cheek.
What?
It's not healed. Someone would have to use healing magic to do that, or like wrap it in a bandage.
Didn't someone do some magic healing?
Nope.
What?
So I turned to Themba and I'm like, can you close these wounds?
If I must. Let me get my rolling thing out. 2d6.
I like how you're literally like, oh, I guess if I need to
I
heal
can
Adelia,
also, if
sure,
she
whatever.
stays unconscious and you take everybody back to the city, I can also just hide out for a bit until you square it away and then leave.
And I keep my healing kit.
All right, good stuff.
You see me whisper in her ear, you know eventually you're gonna snap, right? Just really low.
So you're talking to Evelia?
Yeah.
Abilia.
Themba, do you have some kind of issue with me? You're not helping the situation right now.
Oh, I'm helping. Just watching, observing.
Not at all. Actually, you're being quite rude for no reason. I thought you were operating with Goffu's blessing, but it doesn't seem like that at all.
Well, I think what's best for Goffu is a little different from what you think is best for Goffu.
There's nothing was best for Goffu. He's dead.
For now.
And that's fine. Whatever you do with him after your life and your reanimated corpse groom is fine. But we have to deal with the situation we have now. So unless you have commentary that helps now, keep it to yourself. Really that simple.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep it to myself. As I kind of just like, oh, your wounds is fixed, and like do like a little like kind of a hard light tap on it.
I don't need any
Just-
wounds. Nobody's touching me.
No, I'm talking about fixing up your face right now.
No.
Remember?
Don't touch, no toca.
Oh.
Stupid, no.
You switched to
It's
trade
fine.
speak.
I'm
Uh-oh.
fine. I don't need your help. What we need to figure out is what we're going to do with her. Because apparently killing her seems to be what Themba the crocodile and my teammates think is an okay option.
It's not an.
Whoa!
The
And
alternative
I'm
option
here
is
for
that,
you.
have no
is that
idea.
you leave us. That is the alternative option. She will. There is nothing we can do to stop her from telling everyone that you are an eternal, short of killing her.
There's lots of things we can do. She's mistaken. She took a whap on the head or the back. She doesn't know what she saw, what she's talking about. However, we have direct proof that this man is an eternal. Stop writing
She
it
can
down.
directly prove that you are an eternal. She
But
has
if
the
I'm
magic.
not there.
That's what I'm saying. Either we have her or you. I'd prefer her to have your company.
You can keep us separate.
How do we keep her separate from you?
She will tell everyone. She will say, why will she not come to be tested if she is a normal person? She must be eternal. Everyone will believe her. You are putting yourself in a terrible position.
Then I can take her back to Quise.
Very well. Take her back to Quise and tell him that I wish to have a meeting with him.
Karim, I don't know if that's such a good idea. He wants you dead. She's going to go back with another person who isn't you. Who's
She's
to say
gonna die.
Evelia even comes back at that point?
Bring this woman and say it is an offering from King Karim of New Hope.
Karim,
And that you would
I'm
Yes.
not going to work for you either.
I like this. I like
No,
this
just
idea
tell
even
him.
better.
to come back and we can have a meeting like normal people. You
I
said
don't want
yourself.
him around these people. Karim, he will slaughter every single one of us. He will slaughter me. He will slaughter your daughter. He will kill us indiscriminately, you first. Or, one better, he will keep you alive so that you could be tortured while the rest of us are sacrificed.
A prepared area is the only place I would be able to defeat Quise in combat.
Does anyone in the town know how Eternals are actually made? What if he cast some weird spell on me the last minute, and it wasn't my fault, and she's so innocent. Oh my goodness, you can't kill her.
Oh no.
Do you remember what happened the last time? Do you remember what you did to our people?
Wait, you
I think
you
Karim was
suggest?
the one who did something to our people.
That's what I'm
Yes, I
saying. I'm talking
remember.
to Karim.
Amelia, are
Yeah.
you suggesting that we tell them that Quise has turned you into an Eternal? There was nothing you could do.
There's an option,
He sent you back.
and I can
We
just cry
we
about
explain it to
Oh,
her. We tell her we were trying to explain.
It was awful. It was horrible. It was against my will. It's an option.
It would work. Is she like all healed up now?
Yeah,
Okay.
Amelia, can
Like,
you make a
I mean-
luck save real quick?
She's well taken
Sure.
care of, right?
I will make a luck save. That is a
A d20, and then you
Three.
compare it to your luck stat.
yes.
Nice roll.
Okay. 15, 14. I almost there.
Oh wait, that's not it.
And I want, in the case of saving
Lower.
throws, and I roll a d20, the
You want higher or better?
Wait, higher?
Yeah, you want to roll higher than your.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no. Okay.
my level 5. We're still level 5, right? We didn't bounce to
Mhm.
level 6. Okay, so luck is right. So in this case, my luck number is 13.
Pretty
They
good.
roll higher than 13. Or 13 and higher.
Maybe I can do it.
Okay. All right. Just marking
Out of-
that down for later.
This is going to be bad.
So, the young woman, to shock, she's. If you want her to be waking up,
You're talking
she
about
will
someone
be, and if you're
bad.
not
So,
disturbing her,
but
she's still
but yeah,
unconscious.
it's obvious that we like hurt her and then healed her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If this is what you believe is the best course of action, Amelia, you can tell her you were turned. It was not your choice. You escaped or were sent back, whatever you prefer.
Is that persuade
And
to start with?
we have
Arthur?
no choice but to try to protect you from her when she would not listen to Naomi trying to explain.
Correct.
Yes, you can make a persuade check when she wakes up. Certainly.
Okay.
She is going to be super salty with me.
Incredibly.
All right.
Not
is
as
it time?
salty as that blood Abelia's been drinking, but
Shh.
got a lot of salt in it, actually. Electrolytes.
2d6 plus 2. Persuade. Check.
Oh.
8.
Okay, so what are you saying to her as she
Electrolytes.
wakes up?
I'm trying to be calm, but I'm also trying to be a little play on her empathy and tell her the story, which is had Ubuntu here to talk about what he had done to me. And clearly you can see he didn't care to admit what happened. You came and followed. Was supposed to be here. Cast your obviously amazing spell and discovered what we are. This is unfortunate because we were trying to keep the secret. Since being turned into an eternal against one's will is very devastating. Is she buying it?
So she kind of stares at you blankly and says, "What magic have you used to turn the king and queen to your side?"
There is none. None at all.
Ibilia has been with us for years, long before she was eternal.
You
We
should let
needed-
her go. She should wander the plains then.
I understand
We'll
that,
tell
but at the
everyone
same
she
time,
died.
We needed somebody to protect us. Needed somebody to watch over everybody. Because if nobody was here to watch us, nobody was here to protect everybody, we are only mortal, we would be gone.
You can't have her around people. She's going to break one day, and she's going to eat your daughter.
You're right. But I don't eat children.
Not yet.
But you are right about the first part. It's going to happen.
You need to leave now. Leave the village. I will say it was a mistake that I was attacked by this man, and I screamed your name to ask for help.
This might be the only way.
I'm fine with that. You need to make sure. My biggest fear is that Ubuntu may have done this to more than just me, or he may have turned to other people, if not into Eternals, physically turn their mind in his favor. You've seen how the rest of the village was already shouting his praise.
Yes, but I believe that she can help us. I believe that she can change their minds. I've seen her work with them equally she's equally on his ground, and they offered a warm reception as soon as she came to town.
Do you feel that you can undo what this Eternal has done?
As you're speaking, Ubuntu on the ground is just going.
Yeah. I'm saying, and I'm just like, Ubuntu is finished. The people of the kingdom will see that they have been tricked with this monster in front of them.
So Tashak just looks around and says, I don't know any of these people. I don't even know you.
I don't know
how. I work indoors. I don't go places.
Well,
but you are here now.
Sometimes you're called upon to do great things. This may be the moment.
I'm a scholar.
I understand that. But you have the greatest mind here. That is why they sent you.
She just looks around confused and is just, I'm not going to alter these people's minds. I don't even know what to say to them. I won't lie on your behalf either.
Yep, you just tell them the truth. As you know it. That's it.
There is no need for her to speak for us. I will let everyone know what's happened as soon as we are ready to go inside.
Tashak, if you're okay with letting King Karim speak on the behalf of, tell the story of what happened here, then that is also fine.
Okay. So, is the end of this scene Abelia walking out into the darkness while Naomi, Karim, Goffu, and Tashak?
I will bow, or whatever is the crocodiles, her people's appropriate gesture. I don't touch her because I don't know her.
Lacoste?
And then when I go to Karim and Naomi, I kind of whisper where you'll find me. And don't leave me there too long.
We won't, I promise.
And I do walk off, but before I part, I'm hugging you guys quite sentimentally and saying, it's cold out here. Don't leave me alone too long, okay?
See you soon.
Putting on a show, for sure.
All right. Gamer Siren, happy birthday, by the way.
Like, happy birthday. Abelia's like, come visit soon. Bring someone tasty.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just, Gamer Siren just dinged everybody. Congratulations,
Ding!
level up.
Gamer Siren, get a cat. Yay.
I want Kit Kat! Yay!
Kitty cat.
Kit Kat!
Kitty cat.
Also to Hammy tonight. He never does this.
It's the best. He knew it was going to be my birthday. That's awesome.
It's been 9 weeks and he never comes out.
Hi, Kitty.
Say hi to Gamer.
Okay, so
I
Abelia.
walk off at the night-ish, and then I go to a place where I told him it's not that far away, but you can't really see me.
Okay. I'm curious.
It's just where
I want to follow Abelia Cam here.
Sure thing.
What's happening?
I am looking back to make sure that they are dragging Ubuntu, however they're getting him to go, that Shaka's going with them, Themba's going with that. The crew's essentially just returning back to town, and I'm going to sort of, longingly look behind and wave and making sure they continue, and I'm not hustling off. And then I look behind and bye. And then I'm just going to a spot that Kareem and Naomi and Abelia know. That's not far from here.
Okay.
And I will wait there.
Interesting.
That's a loud meow.
Yeah, that is a loud meow.
Sorry.
Yes, meow. Love that kitty.
So let's talk about Kareem, Naomi, Themba, and our best friend
Excellent.
now, Tashak.
I go to the barn, Arthur.
Okay, you go to the barn. And remember, this is.
I make sure that there's nothing written in the dirt first.
There's nothing written in the dirt.
Thank you. I will find like something to tie him up with,
Yeah,
so he
rope.
can't squirm around. And then, gosh, I don't even want to leave him here by himself. Will
He's
someone
gotta
wait
come
here?
with us.
No, we cannot bring him down with everyone. This is very disturbing. We need to bring up.
What if everybody
adults
comes
and-
up first? What
No,
if...
no. Look, we just bring some people up. We show them so everyone, knows. The children don't see. We take off the head and we burn it like normal.
What? I can't even fathom that right now. We just bring them the head.
No, everyone's down there. That people are going to freak out. A lot of people.
I
Some
know
people
that.
loved him. They were very. People are not going to take well to this.
No, they're
And
not.
the children who are very fond of him, they cannot see him like this. It must be a select group of people. All the old
I
adults
warned
and
you.
anyone who wishes to see can come up.
I knew this would happen. Who do we just figure is going to come up? Who do we
Somebody
decide?
put something in chat.
Listen, if
Any-
you've been
just-
wondering
yes.
how people become a villain, this is how it happens.
Very with good intentions.
This is
The road to
literally the
hell.
start of the evil empire, right
We
here.
are
The road
still
to hell is paved.
this. Oh no, this will not work. I do not
The roads
know.
of my kingdom are paved in
Blood and
blood.
guts.
and bone, Arthur.
Uh-huh.
Got to do what you got to do.
Okay, Spartacus.
Who
It's
do
good
we
to be-
choose?
It's good to be the king.
Who do we choose? Do we choose? Do we have Themba go down there?
You know who'd
Do-
be great to sit
do
down there?
I
Someone
go
who's good
down
at talking to people, like Abelia.
Yeah, she's great at talking to people. You two just wait here. I don't want him squirming around or doing anything odd.
Will do.
And I'll go over and I assume they locked themselves in. So I'll bang on the door. I do the secret knock. Do we have a secret New Hope knock yet? Or
Yeah, sure.
worked that out
Someone
yet?
opens it and everyone begins cheering and clapping when they see you. And someone says, "Send him in! Send him in! Where is our new Oba?"
And I come in and close the door, and I say, "We do not have a new Oba just yet.
And everybody's like, "Oh."
There is even worse news. The man who was working towards the title has betrayed us all."
And so the man we saw earlier who took the note out of
Oh, God.
Ubuntu's room steps forward and says, "I knew this would happen. Ubuntu predicted it. You've killed him, haven't you? He said it right here in this note.
Oh, he's
Like,
still...
would you
You
like?
would take him out into the woods and murder him because you fear his power. You are a terrible king, and I vote that we remove you immediately."
I have him living and up in the barn right now. If you would like to come see, and anyone else is welcome to as well. Although it is very disturbing, I would
And
not like
so-
any of the children to come up.
Yeah, the man is just like shouting over you and has two spears move to like.
I say,
close
"You
the door."
spears, stop!" 'Cause
They
I
keep
have the
moving
leadership.
towards you, and he's like,
I draw my
"Close the door
sword.
behind the king."
I draw my sword and I point it at him and I say, "You shut your mouth right now. I am king here, and if you wish to challenge me, it will be in combat." You two men, stop.
And so, all around the room, many of the spears are looking at each other, men and women both. And the man smiles towards you and says, "So you are saying kingship can be transferred by duels, then? Is this the law of the land?"
No, if you wish to challenge me at all, I will slay you. This is not the time. We are in an emergency. We are having our water poisoned. We are surrounded by Eternals. We have lost
So
every
you
single
say.
scout.
So you say.
And you
my
are worried
king.
about what? Securing your power in this small city. Come, people, I will show you what his leader is. A damned Eternal, ever living, upstairs right now. Bled all of the blood from his body and still moves. He still walks. Come see for yourself.
Can you
Your
make a
great
leadership?
leader is one of the Eternals, one of the dreaded, murderous Eternals that have taken so many from us.
Can you make a leadership check with charisma?
Mhm.
Even though not the entire population is warrior based, I'll let you apply your check here because it's a spirocracy.
Bureaucracy.
Please don't let him be Virgil.
Bureaucracy.
Don't show me here.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo!
So the two
There we
spears who
go.
are moving towards you continue to move forward, but like resheath their weapons and are like opening the door behind you rather than locking it behind you.
Yeah, and I'm
And
like,
people
anyone-
begin flooding out, and the man is still screaming at you. And he says, "No, we will not have this. Karim is a liar. He's a murderer. Obviously, I will challenge him for kingship."
this guy. Yeah, I lead everyone out to the barn where Abelia or where Themba and Naomi are waiting with what's his name's whatever's left of it.
Yeah, while this is going on, I'm still
Goffu?
making sure that he's not scribbling shit in the sand.
No, I think he's just constantly making the laughing noise without his tongue.
Oh gosh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So I let everyone get a good look.
I'm having nightmares.
The kids are all out here too.
No.
I told them not to come.
You said everyone.
No, I said first I said it's very disturbing. I don't want any of the children to come see this. I said that line. I don't know if you missed it, but it was before the guy yelled at me.
It's true, he did say that.
All right, okay.
I mean,
Very well.
if some of the kids
people
come
come out and everyone's
Yeah.
gasping,
Can
and
you
it's just
split
like
the difference? I mean, maybe
I'm
some
shocked.
kids are traumatized and some are not.
yeah, I just don't want all of the children to have traumatization.
Guess
I mean,
some
they're
of them
probably all
are
messed up
okay.
anyways. They live in the eternal land.
So I think we have a scene here where everyone comes forward and they're all shocked, but then the same man speaks forward and says, "Regardless whether or not Ubuntu is a criminal and an Oba or not, Karim's leadership of late has been completely lacking. He has carried out this operation in secret. Where is the transparency? Where is the spirocracy? I vote that we begin an immediate movement to depose King Karim Swift and Queen Naomi Akan, and replace it with a council of wise, honorable warriors."
This
There
from a
should
wise,
be a
honorable
council.
warrior who followed a lying, deceitful trickster who wanted nothing but to eat all of the flesh.
You
of the
allowed him
members
in
of
your
this
councils,
community.
King.
No,
At
I did
arm's
not.
length.
Which
As
is
it
why he was
stands-
complaining day and night about not being part of our council. Why do you think that is? Is it because wise King Karim kept him
Didn't
out
trust
so
him?
that we could find who the traitor was? Yes. And was I successful? 100%.
Yes.
And I lop off his head.
Oh.
No.
Ubuntu
No,
said or
the Eternals head.
Ubuntu.
Oh,
That's like,
okay.
Yeah, for punctuation.
I want you to make an opposed leadership check versus this
Which
random
guy?
crowd follower whose name
Yeah,
I don't want to
the
share.
rabble
'Cause
rouser. I already lop off the
literally
Fine.
no one's asked. Yeah. Yeah, you get crushed. You get absolutely crushed. The crowd is completely against you. And the turning point is when one woman comes forward and is like, "You murdered my husband, King Karim Swift. You've never atoned. You never came to me and apologized."
What?
When you were mind controlled.
In the barn?
Mind
Yeah,
controlled.
you were cuckoo sauce.
Remember earlier in the
No,
barracks?
I totally. Oh, I didn't apologize. She wasn't there.
Yeah. No, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything to the victim. You immediately just fell down and started crying in Naomi's arms.
No,
You
no.
were never like,
and
man,
went
I should
up
probably
the
probably
blood
make amends to
and
that
went
family.
back and picked up the body and held the body and had a speech, Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
But you never did anything for the family. You just used
Yeah,
him as a
I
political
did actually. I
opportunity.
went and immediately got hit by a fucking lightning sword. That was for them specifically. God, unappreciative. I point to my face and I'm like, "Do you see the lightning on my face? That was for you."
Like,
And so the crowd is asking, what is the procedure?
I'm a warrior, not a psychologist.
Everyone is asking for Abelia, since she's the one who set up the country's laws, to figure out how one becomes a king. And it's at that point where Tashak starts fading back into the crowd and looking really nervous.
We need to make an Oba. We had already had plans to do this. This was our plan after we had dispersed of the traitor, and now it is possible for us to do this. We could not have done it before, and the reason why is because we were under such duress. Now, with this out of the way, we can finally establish the government that this city needs.
What's
We
this
will
guy's
make
name?
this council.
Oh, someone's finally asking what his name is, huh?
You, sir,
I was
the one
I
with
thought
all
it was-
of the with all of the great ideas and spunk against our good king here. Who are you?
So his name is Fenrin Ironbrother.
What do you plan, Fenrin, once you are king, to do about the poisoned water supply? The 100
I
Eternals.
don't know if I pronounced that right. It's FEN''REN.
Fenrin. Anyways, what do you plan to do about the poisoned water supply? What do you
So,
plan to do about
he
the
says
100 Eternals? What do you plan to do about Quise, who wants to claim this land back? Do you have an outlined plan to show these people?
Do
Or
I
you s-
need to have a plan by myself, King? A wise council of spears would not need one voice, but many voices of the greatest among us, pooling their plans together, not secret meetings in the night.
Who
in the
among you,
secret,
now that
secret
we
vault.
have no eternal spies, would like to join me for a meeting on this evening? Anyone is welcome for planning about evacuation or reinforcing the city.
Now is the time to talk about real leadership in this town.
It is
We are
time to talk
facing
about
our greatest
evacuation.
challenge.
Do
and
you realize
have
what
proven to be incompetent.
Karim. It is our
You need to
job.
realize that we are all going to die in a matter of days. Who is ruler does not matter
This
if we are
new
all
guy,
dead.
I look at
We're going
him
to be
like,
devoured by 100 Eternals. We are going to be poisoned by our own water. We have several days of water in jugs because I made everyone fill them up. But after that, what do you plan to do? You have no plan. You only want to feel power and be able to tell people that you are important. You are not, and you will never be. You are a little fly on the back of the world. No one will ever take notice of you or care for your fancy decisions. You say, we will get a wise council instead of Karim. I will have a wise council this evening. Everyone
I
is
think this
invited.
This point is
You-
where the crowd goes against you. When you're like, you're nobody, you'll never be anything, and you're saying that to just some random guy in the crowd, the whole crowd, boom, instantly against you.
I
Kareem.
And people start shouting out, "Where is Abelia? Where is
Can I-
Abelia?"
can I say something
She
real
knows the
quick?
laws. Yeah, Themba, you can cut in.
She knows the laws.
I made the law.
Don't we have them written down, Arthur?
Yeah, of course.
I say,
Feel
you sound a
free
lot
to-
like the Eternal, the one guy that's talking.
He says, "Yes, I do sound like him. He taught me how to speak the way a politician does. He taught me to think like a politician. Are you saying that I'm an Eternal now?"
He taught you to
You
speak
just
and
sound
think
a lot like him.
like an eternal, maybe. Not a politician. I think your mind has been warped by this evil man.
You was very close to the Eternal, weren't you?
So, yeah, he says, "Bring forth the spellcaster, Tashok. She will tell us if I am warped by magic."
I look towards Spellcaster. Is she here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say you have the
Kind of.
ability to tell if a man's mind has been warped by a corrupted
Or is-
Eternal?
She says, I have the ability to call on the light of others, to identify the presence of magic objects, invisible spirits, and enchantments. It is how
Yes,
I
this
was
is no
able to
enchantment.
determine that someone in the... Yeah, I mean, she's walking the line here. She says, that's how I was able to determine that someone in this gathering was an Eternal. And she looks over at the now deceased Ubuntu, and then meets your eyes, Karim, and gives you a no head shake.
I have a proposal.
No! I want her to cast it on me now. We should know if I have eternal magic on me. I think you should stand next to me too.
I don't suspect you have eternal magic. I suspect you have eternal ideology, which is much worse.
Eternal ideology. I
Big
like it.
burn.
No matter how you argue this, man, you've already tanked the role.
It's okay, I'm having so
I
much
love
fun.
that you're on the losing side of this, and yet your argument is
still
so
fighting it.
persuasive.
I'm
Uh,
Virgiling it hard.
People are just so fed up with your leadership at this point.
It's okay, I'm not a very good leader.
With a plus
So he
3,
doesn't
I
want to
think
hear
you
my
are.
proposal, that's fine.
Yeah, so she walks over to Shoke and uses other light, and doesn't detect the presence of any
Yeah, I
magical
roll
item
my eyes dramatically.
or anything you would suspect other than Kareem's sword.
Yeah, is there any other Eternals here by chance? Or
You're like, yeah, there's like 50% of everyone there is actually...
It's actually an eternal.
you
guys
just don't know.
I don't know
Oh.
if you've ever read Darson Droids, but they point out that in Star Wars you can have both clones and shapeshifters. And so they would just clone shapeshifters and take over the entire Senate. And someone was like, alright, who here is a clone shapeshifter? And the entire room was like, oh, me too, me, also me.
We really, really need to all calm down. We need to make a council. But I do not think that tonight of all nights, after everything that has happened, would be the correct time to do this. The power needs to go back into the hands of the people. It always has been. We were only here to start this town. You know this, Karim. And unfortunately, we've been thrust into the mode of power because there was nobody else to do this that was not a traitor.
Are you... I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I understand. Are you actually, like, going against Kareem on this? And you're like, yeah, we have to do this council. We can't be king and queen anymore.
Dude, I said council.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
said the same thing. I'm going with them.
All right.
It's just
excellent.
I'm trying to like calm the group of people to kind of play, you know, the both sides. Like he
Yeah.
understands where I'm getting at.
I
Yeah.
Yep, it's happening. That's a thing that just happened.
Yeah.
People are
I'm
like,
just trying to
using his
calm
life
them.
is against him.
I'm not against him, if that is what you are thinking, but he mirrors the same thoughts as me. We know that you need to have this power, but we have these issues that have to be taken care of. It isn't just about who is going to lead, it's how it needs to be done. And at this moment, he has been the only one that could do this. I wish you would understand. Yes, at times he seems to be a little crass. He's a warrior, people. What do you expect of him? He has to fight for everything. He's fought for you. He almost died out there in the wilderness for your safety. He
The need
left
for an-
me and my child here.
Look, the need for an Oba is not overlooked by us. However, the one who wanted to be an Oba was our number one suspect, and we were correct. So, naturally, we could not name an Oba. However, I am ready to do so now.
I would like Naomi to make a leadership check to keep this shit from going out of hand. She is definitely the pressure valve on Kareem's.
Can I use
What,
my
on the people?
Yeah.
Can I use my Kindle
My
Kindle
question is, my bodyguard here.
in
Yeah,
order
Avienda, Avi. Kindle the Heart only is on one person.
No way.
It would also be super.
It's 120 feet.
Right, but it's one target.
Everybody's my subject.
It's one target.
It doesn't say one target. Oh yeah, it does say
Yes,
one
it
target.
does.
Okay.
Yep. One heart.
One heart. All right. This is gonna.
All that passion.
Yeah, Karim was talking just before me. I cut in because I'm an asshole.
He is. But we love him.
Is it a persuade because I'm convincing?
It's leadership.
All right.
You're attempting to calm a giant crowd, which is exactly what it does.
All right. I have a 0.
I love that it's like Edge of the Empire,
One,
where the people with the
this one.
long skills are always rolling.
5.
What was this for? Just to, because I'm a little confused because all three of us.
This was kind of how to recover from your. It would have been a more calming influence. She was like, "Yeah, everyone calm down. There's going to be a council. Kareem's going to step down, kind of thing.
Mind
but
you,
it's not
I've
going to be
rolled
now. And
one.
that's the important thing. Is she's like, it's not going to be tonight.
I've rolled ones every single time except for one time tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Themba, you're looking for Avienda. Let's talk about that. What's the deal?
I'm thinking things are going to go south eventually, and I like my bodyguard near me.
Oh yeah, she's standing behind you like always. She's like
Okay.
a shadow.
Yeah, it's like, just in case things go south, make sure Naomi survive. Kareem, not so much.
Do I hear this?
I whispered this to my bodyguard behind me.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Avienda is just like, I never liked him anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, Abiena been telling me stuff about the party, and I'm pretty sure all her stuff is negative. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hated each other.
I mean, Kareem was literally the one that was like, let's kill Avienda in her
Because I'm just
While
saying,
she
like,
wasn't
coming into
asleep.
this campaign, I have negative views of, like, probably everybody except for Naomi, and I kind of like Goffu's probably that idiot, like, husband that don't know to come home when it's good for him at this point. I hate talking trash about my character, but it's true.
I would love to have a Goffu and Themba, like,
One shot.
no, like a TV show spin-off where it's like a 3-episode short series where it's like their life and Gofu's just like, I'm out to become a spear, and then the audience laughter is like, ha 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 ha. So, as Avienda is moving into position to kind of get between Naomi and the crowd, everyone begins shouting for an immediate vote. It's exactly the scene. Man, I keep going from the Phantom Menace. It's literally the I call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum scene.
Chancellor Kareem.
I call for, and people are piling into the barracks and just leaving Themba, Ibelia, Kareem, and no, I'm sorry, Naomi, Kareem, Themba, and Tashok outside over the rapidly rotting corpse of Ubuntu.
This is
I use
fine.
the standard whatever we have around to set the body on fire.
You have
as
a
is
flaming
custom.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just throw some hay on him and set him alight.
I love how you're like, man, I wonder what would set him on fire.
Well, I thought maybe we'd have like an actual, like, quick burning facility or something. We probably have a nice pit somewhere to burn those things.
Sure.
Yeah, so I
Maybe
probably
like
drag
a
him.
compost pile. You
Yeah,
know?
I drag him to the compost pile and set him on fire with some hay.
I don't know if that's super smart, but sure, we'll go with that.
Because it's a compost pile. Kind of need that for
Fine.
fertilizer.
Then we wouldn't put the dead bodies in there. We always burn the Eternals. Remember, Arthur?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ceremoniously.
But he'll just catch on fire.
I was just worried that compost piles might be flammable.
Yeah, they are.
But they
totally.
are.
They
They
are.
kind of are, but kind of aren't.
It depends on if there's like a good amount of methane in there.
Built up in there. Kaboom.
Right. It doesn't
Yeah,
catch on
definitely
fire.
good
Nothing
explosion.
explodes.
Everyone's dead.
Nope. That's the complete opposite.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't blow up.
You made the
Not
first
everyone's
fireball.
dead So everyone goes in to go vote for a king.
They're voting for Oba and council?
Yep.
Okay.
They're not voting for Oba. They're voting to see who among the spears will become counselors in the new spirocracy.
That's fine. Kareem, everything's working out perfectly. I mean, not exactly how we planned, but they will now carry on their own council. And, here's the thing. If worse comes to worse and they destroy their own town, I mean, we're no longer responsible, correct?
Yes, I would
Wow.
prefer not to put it in the hands of fools, though.
Well,
This
I
man,
mean, these are the fools that were trained to run their own town. Do not forget this.
As you know,
Finran,
when you create something and then you leave it to die, you're not responsible for it anymore.
yeah,
Oh, totally.
Finran was trained for political action, not survival in the harshest environment possible.
But the other spears are there to also teach. I mean, at this point, they don't believe in us anymore. The damage that Ubuntu has done, I don't know if we can repair that. Abelia does need to come back. And now, I mean, as long as Tashok doesn't, decide to go spell happy on us, she could come back. But if Tashok decides to call her out for what she is, then we're also in trouble again. Because this time we could not protect Abelia.
We should go inside. We can't be gone for too long while they are making these votes. I will have some say in who sits on this council. At least one hand.
Naomi, before you go, may I speak with you?
Yes, we do need to go and find Abelia, though, Karim. I think we should do that first. I don't want to leave her out there any longer.
I feel if I leave the people...
What are they going to
Now-
do? Are they going to tear up the town?
No, I just fear that leaving them now will make them feel like I left forever, even if I come right back.
Promise me. Promise me if things come to arms, you will not just use your best judgment.
I just need to go to show my face and to have my vote.
I understand. I will be back as soon as I can.
Yeah, and I head to the barracks.
Okay. Is somebody going to meet up with Abelia?
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
have
gonna
that scene. I'm a little worried about Abelia.
I'm gonna
out
take
there alone.
Themba with me because Themba wanted to talk to me.
Okay.
So, Themba, let us go. Let us collect Abelia.
So let's have that discussion. What happens when
Okay.
Abelia, Naomi, and Themba all come together?
How every time, even if for a small amount of time, we are apart, something goes wrong. So what happens?
Well, the town accepts the fact that Ubuntu is the traitor, but they call for you and your guidance for the rules. So we need to go make new Oba and council. And I don't want to leave Kareem there too long by himself because they do not believe in him no longer, nor do they believe in me.
Someone will have to manage to shock. I don't mind going back, but she
And-
may cause an issue.
And that's what I worry about too.
Or maybe she can see that destabilizing the city is not worth
Who brought her
her.
in to the city? Who called for her?
We have lots of people who come on their own, come with trade routes.
Yeah, but
Didn't
she brought
Kimba
people
technically
with
do
her.
that?
I sent out word for people to come even and bring their families.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
lots of people and stayed, and some have left.
I'm just worried, I don't know if
Um,
she's been influenced by him or not.
It didn't seem like that to me. But regardless, he's dead. So what difference does that make?
Right.
We're going to have to just trust that she knows what's best is not to destabilize a city in a region because she's having a freak out moment.
I agree.
I didn't eat her, and I'm not eating people. However, I can't guarantee how long it's going to last. If we're going to do this, it should be quick.
Okay,
And it should not be with a lot of people.
I agree. All right, let us head back. Themba, what word did you want with me?
I know you have to stay for the water situation since it's a threat to all life in this, I guess, fellowship of the three nations that we have here. But eventually, you have to come back home, right?
I do not have to come back home. Lucosa is no longer my home. It never was. My mother made sure of that when she sequestered me away into the temple, and when she helped me to escape as I turned of age. She's the one that helped me get into the spears so that my father would not find me. And she did a very good job of it. I am not of the Locosan people, although their blood runs through my veins.
Because I'm just offering you this. You can always come to the border with me and have a little fun. No one will question it because there, my rule is obsolete. People are loyal to me.
Maybe after we have established rules and I talk this over with my husband, for I do have a family now, and I do have to think of them first.
Just keep it in mind.
That I will do.
The offer can work both ways, can it not?
That you could stay here with us?
Any number of her people are welcome, obviously. We could use as many stabilizing forces as possible.
That is true.
Unfortunately, I can't stay. I must gather the resources to bring back my beloved and nurse him back to health, then beat him within an inch of his life, and then nurse him back to health again.
Themba, you have always been such a brute.
Well, simple
That
men. You have to make sure you
explains.
know who boss.
Yeah, I agree. So we're heading back.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good place to wrap up the episode. I know it's a little early, but is there anything anyone is rushing to get done?
I'm actually tiptoeing
No.
to not rock the boat anymore.
You're muted, Virgil.
Just fade out on like we don't know what's going on or anything, but
Rock
it's
the
just people
boat.
voting down in
Yeah,
the.
I feel
Yeah.
like giving you guys a week to decide on how you want to rock the vote here
Okay.
might be a good strategy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to discuss this.
Knowing you, by next week, you're going to end up manipulating the vote via magical means and some Creole speeches.
Or I'm
Maybe some
really
ballot
going to,
stuffing. Themba's literally.
I'll just make an amazing
that
speech and
time-
Or
then do
speak
a
to the
terrible
spirits.
roll.
after
Arthur.
a few
God.
hours
You
of
call
not
ruin
adding
it,
that
he
delicious,
kills
delicious
everybody.
blood,
Oh my gosh, shush up! No!
being around a group of humans that I really don't care about,
She eats all of them.
something may happen. And that's how it all ended, children. Love you. Good night.
Love you.
The story again, Grandma Edie.
Amazing.
On turn
Little
only
Steven,
video.
please come over here. You are dessert.
Good night.
Tell us
So-
again what happened to Mom and Dad. Oh, they went off to
X-
fight a brave battle.
They had an
XP,
accident.
Arthur? Can I have some XP?
Yeah. Let's look at
The
XP.
hunger is real.
I don't think anyone completed a goal this episode.
I totally wanted. I have it on my sheet. Make sure that everyone hates Kareem by the end of
No.
episode. Check.
I don't think I have any.
Oh no,
goals.
wait. That's all right.
I have to remember to get back to Quise and ask him if he can heal my siblings.
I think probably one of Themba's goals is undercut Abilia's
I don't know. I
influence
think I
as much
introduced
as
this
I
character
possible.
think
pretty
I
well
need to
tonight.
make another one, like regain the trust of the people.
All right, you are all going to get 8,000
Yeah.
experience points.
That makes us level 6. Ding!
Oh, I know my second one convinced Naomi to come back to the island.
Oh, goodness.
So I want to
Yay.
thank everyone for joining us tonight. We
I
see
don't
a
think I
lot
can
of new
roll as good as
faces.
last time with hit points.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll some hit points. And while we're doing that, I want to talk about Roll20, who is hosting us as part of the Twitch Ambassador program. If you are a GM on Roll20 and you've got some extra bucks to spare, have you considered grabbing a supporter or pro subscription? I use dynamic lighting on a lot of my off-stream games, a lot of Pathfinder Society games, because it allows you to set up some really cool stuff. There are a number of other equally awesome features that you can get, like API pull that lets us do the Edge of the Empires game on Wednesday night using
Super
the character
helpful.
sheet. Yeah, like the dice rolling, it really speeds things up quite a bit. So, consider supporting Roll20. And let's talk about supporting all these players here in their endeavors. Virgil, you
Hey.
are also a Twitch streamer, right?
Yeah, I like to do my streaming over at twitch.tv/Zircon5, where you can find video games, TTRPG games, music streams, art streams, all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of times I make all my own like assets for streaming, the art, the music, and everything, and you can watch me do that stuff too. Check out my Twitter at Virgil Levenger if you want to catch up with stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, and do a lot of gaming with Arthur. So make sure you follow APGamingREAL as well. If you liked my roleplay, you'll see plenty more of it here on Arthur's stream. Man, good game tonight, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah, and you and at Swargula, who's in the chat, and at Henley, who's also in the chat, both of whom hosted us tonight, will be joining me on Wednesday for our 8 p.m. Eastern Time Star Wars game, correct?
Don't miss it, guys.
Don't miss it. It's
My
really
Toby
good.
character
Episode 20.
is just off the rails all the time, and that doesn't even come close to Swarg's character, Zane. So,
Oh, yeah, same.
And as long as I'm shouting people out, at Tuxerdamus in chat is a fucking
Mm-hmm.
hell of a baller. Had him on mouse guard. Need to get him back on the show more often.
and I am a proud Roll20 supporter as well, guys. I have thousands and thousands of hours in there, and I really appreciate it. If you guys do too,
I'm
just drop in a
approaching
couple bucks.
10,000 hours now. How about you?
Yeah, it's got to be over 5.
Really?
And also,
I mean, I leave it open all
I
the time.
support
so-
a lot of
Oh,
Roll
you
20
do?
too.
Well,
Not
that's,
usually.
I use
had
it in
a.
real
What
life.
happened was I had a text game, a person just me
yep, got
and them
it.
playing
Yep,
a text
got
game.
it. Dom, who are you, and how can people find
Yep.
you, and what things do you do?
I am a Smooth Mage on Twitch. I am a supporter of Roll20. I even use it in real life because when you have to roll 20,000 dice for like a counter with multiple people, Roll20 keeps it organized. I'm trying to convince my old group to just, hey, everybody get a computer. But that one guy's like, you know what? I'm not going to get a computer till later, and I'm going to be lame and not have you have all the maps already out for us, and you have to draw everything on the table. And I'm like, God, I hate you guys sometimes. You can't be hip like the rest of us and just raw log into Roll20. And also, IC ran, what was it? Rain of Winter. Dynamic writing is beautiful in there, especially in the mazes.
Dynamic lighting is really good.
You put the fear in your players when they're trying to move around, they can't see what's going on, and you just move something real quick, and they're like, what the hell was that?
Oh no! What's really good is when one player's like, "Oh my god!" and everyone's like, "What do you see? What do you see?" And you're like, "Don't move your token. It's not your turn." He's like, "It's horrible."
No!
I'm getting murdered!
Why is he
It's eating
yelling?
my face!
Yeah, Gamer Siren. Who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
Hi, everybody. I am also a Twitch streamer here at twitch.tv/gamersiren. Did put it in the chat as well as my Twitter handle, which is Tenshia Okada. I do role plays here on AP stream as well as Zircon stream on Tuesday. I also play a bunch of really, really crazy games. Lately, I've been really addicted to OS, which is a music game. I have like over like 2,000 songs or something to get through. So that's going to be exciting. Also, hopefully, here in May, I should be moving to another country and streaming. So we'll see what happens then. And that's what I've got.
All right, you guys ready? This is
What we got?
entering extreme advertising mode. If you ever played Star Fox 64, this is that cool cutscene where you watch the R-Wings deploy for all-terrain mode, and the wings go out farther so you can fly at 360. Hey, Terralyn, how are you doing? I understand that you work at Loot Crate, and they have some fantastic products coming out, including the Loot Crate Firefly Crate. Is this correct?
You're absolutely right. Thank you so much for asking.
My goodness.
No, it's not subtle at all. And I love every minute of it. And Arthur, you've been so supportive of Loot Crate, and you guys, thanks for giving us time to talk about it. The 9 weeks we've been together when we've mentioned it. I've done a lot of sales in the meantime with you guys here. We've done Fallout together. We've done Mass Effect together. We've done Star Wars. We've done Doctor Who. We did Rebels and Rogues. We did Call of Duty. And now we're doing Firefly, which launched last week. Even if you don't end up deciding to pick up a subscription, please check it out. The artwork is beautiful. My friends worked really hard on making sure we could show something design-wise that Browncoats would love, and I'm really partial to it. Fingers crossed, put all your good vibes out there. I might get to meet Jules State on Friday because
My
someone has
goodness,
to
that would
deliver
be
a
amazing.
crate.
What?
I
to
follow her
her.
on Twitter. She's the best.
I might. It would be awesome if it happened in my world. It's not a super long shot, but it's.
She was tweeting about the Firefly Crate too earlier.
Absolutely, she was, and it was wonderful to have her on board. So it's very exciting to even just be in the running to have an opportunity to be in her aura. So it's very exciting. Lots of wonderful things have happened with Loot Crate. Wonderful things are happening, and I'm on the job, so wonderful things are gonna happen. Just give me some time. I can't talk about it, but it's coming. It's coming.
So if you don't know what Loot Crate is and you want to know more, you can always go to lootcrate.com, or you can check out my YouTube channel where I have a couple Loot Crate unboxings. Tomorrow I'll be adding a new one because this thing's been sitting beside my desk for 2 weeks and I haven't opened it for some reason. I literally just look at it every day and I'm like, I don't have a knife.
And this year for our core crate, which is Arthur, what you're so supportive of,
Yeah.
and I know some of you guys get the limited edition stuff, which is my main
like
bread
that
and butter there.
sweet N7 jacket.
We have
Yeah.
2016 is I love that one. 2016 is all crates, all shirts, all the time. Each crate for 2016 in the core subscription has a shirt in it, and this first one for January, if you haven't seen it already, was amazing. The crate was great. It was Aliens, Space Invaders. It was X-Files. It was Fifth Element. It was just
great.
fantastic. It really was. So shirts in all the crates this year for 2016. We know people were asking for it, and it's finally here.
All right, let's take a look at these new HP values. I think we're missing a Karim.
I got 1 point better.
What am I rolling? 66?
For all the weeks
I
I've
think
been
you
Yeah.
have more than a D6. You're a warrior,
Oh, wait,
bro.
I'm a 68.
do it.
Plus your charisma.
Oh!
Whoa! Holy smokes!
Oh my gosh.
Wow. If we were playing another 5 weeks, you still would not beat that number, bro.
Oh snap!
Wow.
That is an improbably high on the average.
Wow. Told you I'm good at this game. Unless I make an epic speech. Oh man, that was such a fun
Yes,
scene.
it is.
Even
You
though I
might
lost
be
the
able
speech.
to take that guy this time.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Plus I get my
So
your
please
your
say,
com
I've
bonus.
been eating my Wheaties.
Yeah. So, guys, I am Arthur Perkins. This is AP Gaming Real. I'm the first announced Twitch ambassador for Roll20.
bravo, Arthur.
Please
Well deserved
Feel
as
free
well.
to follow the show here. My schedule is available on the Twitch panel there. Go ahead and click on that. Check out all the cool stuff we have coming up. If this is your first time watching this particular show, go on YouTube, find the playlist. It's very prominently placed on YouTube to watch all the rest of the Spears of the Dawn episodes from 1 to 8 to catch up. Lots of other cool shows there with many of the streamers that are in chat right now, including Star Wars, which is probably our biggest one, and a number of Pathfinder games. We also investigate 16 different systems throughout play. So if you're interested in looking at a lot of role playing, head out there. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. We're going to go ahead and host Eric Vulgaris, who's a super cool tabletop RPG streamer.
Mhm.
So they're playing Hot Guys Making Out, which is exactly what it sounds like. I'll see you in 2 weeks for the file. Yep, 22nd is the 10th and final episode of Spears of the Dawn. Have a good night, everybody.